We're here at Running Fit's store in Ann Arbor with Ian Forsyth, who among other things was Michigan Runner of the Year in 1997. And among other things, you are making a comeback yourself and had this idea for a really cool 10K race. Can you tell us a little bit about the Meteor 10K?
Meteor 10K. Well, we've had the Martian Marathon for a long time, and I decided it's time to get a 10K around here that's going to be competitive for open guys and girls and also masters. It's been a while since we had a real competitive 10K in the area, and so I asked Randy about it, and he said that's fine. And so I went about trying to get a bunch of friends of mine to run, and sort of word of mouth, it kept on growing, and over a bunch of months we got a pretty good field together, and I was pretty pleased with how it turned out.
Also, you got a good field. It's one of the most exciting cases of elite athlete recruiting in Michigan I've seen for a really long time. You had a great field. It's partly the time of year and partly the fact that 10Ks have been relatively scarce. There's starting to be a couple now, but you got some really great runners, and you had some great races out there. And you yourself were fourth. Tell us about running the race.
Running the race, it was quite a bit windier than what I expected. I hadn't been down to the course before, so I wasn't really sure what to expect. But and on the way out, it was extremely windy in your face. On the way back, it's like you're pushed along like you had a sail behind you or something. So it was pretty fun. It was definitely very difficult. I think it would have been much faster times if a little less wind. But it was fun. The course was nice. It was nice and windy, and open and pretty scenic, and very flat. So it was good all the way around, I think.
Well, the 28:55 that Boaz Cheboiwo ran was not exactly a shabby time, and the second place for it with Steve Crane and Nick Stanko really crossing the line together in 30:04 was pretty cool too, don't you think?
Yep, no, it was a very exciting race. It was pretty. I wanted to get a nice deep race. I have 10, 15 guys that all run pretty well. So I think it worked out pretty well that way. And like I said, we had guys and girls. It wasn't just one-sided one way or the other. So that was one of my goals as well. And I did have a lot of people pull out the week of due to injuries and sickness that time of year. But I'm still pretty happy with how everyone that came out.
Yeah, I think some of the Masters times were among the best I've seen in a long time. Laurel Park actually won the race, and she's, what, 42 now?
Yeah, I think she's actually maybe even 43, but she's she's like Paul Offenberg. She holds her own in both divisions, Open and Masters. So she's running really well right now.
And I think you had a sub-40 60-year-old, Gerard Malasinski, win 38 something.
Wow, that's good. I didn't realize that.
Well, a couple other people showed up that didn't have elite bib numbers and kind of surprised you, didn't they?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Greg Foyt, among others.
Yeah, well, he's actually a friend of mine, and I felt bad earlier because I didn't give him an elite number because I kind of a set amount of times or 10K, 5K PBs that I was looking at, and he's more of he's an ultra runner, and but I gave him all the elite perks. I gave him the parking pass and he got to go on the 10, use the porta potties and stuff. So that was good, and he was very happy. He ran very well, so that was good.
Yeah. Well, he did. In fact, it's kind of funny because he probably doesn't have any 10K times for you to look at because he does all that long stuff.
Right. That was the problem, but he ran his best time ever. So he was very happy, and I have a whole group of guys that run with him in the morning, and a bunch of us went out there, and we all had good races. So it was a good day overall for sure.
Now, the course was interesting because in terms of building the course, it was set already by the marathon and half marathon, but people seemed pretty happy with it.
Yeah, we had a lot of positive comments afterwards. And the only non-positive things that anybody said was that there was garbage in the park afterwards because it was so windy. Things just blew around. I think it was hard to pick everything up. But other than that, even though it was kind of cold and very windy, people were pretty satisfied with the whole course. So I think it'll stay that way for next year.
So you're going to go after the elite field the same way this year? I imagine people will be calling you this time.
No, I'll be going after them again. I think I really want to have a good, solid first year. I didn't expect to get that many people at all. And so I think the elite field will be at least as good next year, probably better. My main goal is to get the whole race bigger. Get a little more bulk. We had about 500 people, so we could, work on that. That'd be nice.
Well, Ian, congratulations on just a great event, and we look forward to seeing fast times from you, who were fourth, and the rest of the field in 2007. Thank you.
Thank you very much.